Yeah. We should. What now? What's he doing? Oh,
Oh my
there we
goodness.
go.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know how we're even gonna do this.
This
We
is
don't need
gonna
a
be
show
great.
plan. We got something to talk about for the rest of the night. I'm good with this.
Oh, so hey guys, welcome again to another episode of Shoulda Gone to Bed podcast. My name is Ray Page, producer, host, and all around fuck up right now.
Killing it.
Beside me is our glorious red-head leprechaun, Brandon.
All right.
And below us,
Okay.
below us,
Bad start.
below
Thanks
us
for
is our
tuning in. Have a good night.
glorious host of 12-Hour Auction and
The pitch.
the pitch.
We've already done this one time around and thought we were live. That's why we're laughing. So,
Yeah, that's we've been through this. We had that all planned out.
it
I
was
think,
good.
but I think this time's better. So
Yeah, we're actually live this time.
Yeah, we're live this time and entertaining.
Yeah, that's one thing about it is we always talk about how we just do this show live and what happens. And for some odd reason, Ray thought for the first 2.5 minutes we should just go ahead and practice. And it you can see practice really helped us so far.
Kenneth, thank you very much. I am sober. Drinking tonight the White Claws because there ain't no law when you drinking the claws.
Water, baby.
Yeah,
Man,
this is
all right. Ray to start. Ray goes, this might not go well tonight.
Yeah,
I didn't realize we were going to screw up right off the bat, but it's okay.
Nah.
Maybe we misunderstood him. Maybe we misunderstood him, and by well he meant live.
Right. We're not going to go live.
We're not gonna
We
go
can
live.
record the whole show. We just aren't going to be live during it.
Andy's literally looking down at his phone while Ray's trying to introduce him, and he goes,
Yep.
Are we live right now? Ray goes, nope. But we are now, so it's good to be
we
here.
are now.
Man.
Yeah.
All right.
So that was great. I mean, but that just pretty much tells you how my week has been.
It's been a tough week for you, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's real rough.
Yeah, it's been rough.
Talk about it.
Yeah, why don't we start with Ray talking about the enjoyment of his week this week?
I think we should. Yeah.
Well, it started like we were, home. We're doing some, like a lot of people right now, we're doing some home repairs / remodel. And finally, I broke down, and Molly's been wanting to kind of section out a little piece of the wall and take a portion of it out and widen up the opening between two rooms. And I finally caved in, and so we started doing that.
Hey, Ray.
Yes.
Do you think you can mute the television in the background while you're talking?
Are you sure you like
It's not the same when he doesn't have a dog or a bird or some cats, had a squirrel, a damn chipmunk in his house, everything. Let's see you rattle that glass for a drink tonight, buddy.
Way too quiet for him.
Yeah, guys, I'm missing being home. I'm like, and I'll get into it, but I had to run in here and get all this crap set up. Didn't even get a chance to talk to my wife. She's in bed,
She's talking to you right now, buddy.
Yeah, she sure is.
I don't know. It's a lot.
Oh, I can tell she misses you greatly.
Yeah, greatly. That was the only thing she said to me tonight when I told her I was working on the podcast, trying to get it straight. She was like, well, at least I don't have to wait to go to bed tonight. So anyway, we're tearing this section out where there's some electrical work had to be done. I'm not an electrician, have never claimed to be. And I really don't like messing with house electric stuff like cars, bikes. I'm down. Like we'll rewire one, but the house I don't like messing with. But I'm too cheap to call an electrician, so I'm like, it's just like wiring a car. So I'll
get on YouTube.
Everything. I YouTubed what I thought I needed to, and it didn't work out too good. So, so I'm trying to get ready to leave my house to go on this business trip Sunday night. At the same time, trying to get lighting back in my living room and kitchen, and it didn't work out. So I had to call my uncle, who's an electrician, who I should have called first.
I was going to say that seems to me like it would have been a good idea ahead of time.
I believe
isn't
that what family's for?
Yeah, but I mean, let's be honest here, right? Like you're a guy. Like you're the man of your domain. You are supposed to be able to fix shit in your house, right? Now, if it was rewiring some crazy shit, it's one thing, but 2 switches, I thought I had it handled, and I didn't.
Yeah, I mean, putting the switches is pretty difficult. I mean, when you break it down, there's 3 wires and 3 screws that you have to put them onto. That is tough.
Technically, it's tough. Those 3-way, the 3-way switches are very difficult.
3-way?
But there were 3-way. Yes, they were 3-way switches.
I'll give you that.
I got my wire, and I had to extend some wires. So when I marked the wire, like I was like, okay, here, Mr. Receptacle, you are the left receptacle in the kitchen, and it's white here, black here, dotted here, and I did all that, but then I had to extend the wires.
I kind of actually want to hear how Molly tells the story to her friends, because I'm guessing it's probably not the same way you're telling.
I feel like this story ends with, well, I twisted those 2 wires together and just put some black tape on them. Figured this gonna be good. Them junction boxes, that's for code. Nobody needs that shit. They don't prevent fires.
No, I didn't know. I extended it properly. I mean, that's what I did. I went to the junction.
You put a junction box in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
I believe you.
Right. So I finally called my uncle, and I'm like, hey, man, can you get by the house? He said, yeah, I got, work and stuff. It might be a couple of days. I was like, well, they all right. They got lamps.
Honey, if you do anything this week, don't touch that black or white wire hanging out of the wall.
I had the breakers off. I had everything capped. So we're all good. But so he calls me today or yesterday, I think. Hell, man, my days are starting. He goes up there and he gets it taken care of. And in my defense, whoever put them in originally did not put them in properly. So my uncle,
probably some homeowner whose wife wanted him to remodel. He's like, oh, fuck, I'll just throw this in. Next guy's got to deal with it. Because that's the way you said, man of your domain. That's the way we fix stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. A couple thousand years, women ain't figured it out yet. Like, we don't know, but we can put this shit together enough to make it work till the next guy has to fix it.
If you see me cramming something, it's because I'm not sure. That's I've replaced 2 fans and
square peg round hole.
Absolutely. Jen's like, well, maybe you shouldn't tighten it yet because you're not sure. I'm like, well, if it's not going to work, then I'm not taking it back down. So we're just going to have to deal with what happens.
And then it's immediately, man, this fan, something's wrong with it. You must have bought a fan that don't work.
That fan, for some reason, turns on by itself sometimes. And I'm not saying it has anything to do with how I put it in, but it was working fine before. Wrong. So, yeah.
Yeah. So now, in my defense, my uncle, who is an electrician, looked at Molly and said, if he would have figured it out, I'd been damn proud of him. So
there you go.
There I go. So I can at least say that. But no,
a lot of guys are pretty proud of their kids when they hit a ball off of a tee too. By the way, just letting you know.
I mean, the vote of confidence that I get.
Little Johnny hit it past the pitcher off a tee.
Sure did.
Oh,
get that kid a medal.
God dang, I can't wait to see you boys this weekend.
I know. Yeah, but so that happened. But so I've been in Birmingham on a photo shoot for
Roll Tide.
I work for. If I've got to hear that ever gets in time, and it's been the most boring thing I've ever done in my life. Like to literally sit there and watch people take pictures. I'm basically looking to make sure that, nothing, when they set the tractor up, there's nothing that looks dangerous around it, or if we're setting it up for a live shot or whatever. But I've been driving them as they're videoing and stuff too.
So you're kind of like OSHA.
No, not really, because it's just more or less make sure the picture don't have some crazy stuff in it.
Okay.
Like a guy standing.
Find me.
Yeah. Like we're not going to take a picture of the guy cutting a limb out of a tree standing in the bucket with a chainsaw. I mean, that just ain't going to happen. Yeah, hypothetically.
That's for customers, not for catalogs.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's been what I've been doing. I mean, now the guys we're working with are great guys, and they fit right in with us, and just good guys to work with. But it's just watching people. I mean, it would be 10 times worse if they weren't, cool to be around. But so that's kind of where my week's been. So, but like tonight, leading into this thing, how it started, I come in and I had everything was set up. And I had got on last night and tested my mics and everything was good. I was like, all right. So the shoot ran over today. We got done early yesterday. The day I didn't care about. Of course, today it runs late. So we're rushing in here to get in here. And, of course, I go to boot everything up, and everything's being slow as hell, and nothing's connecting, and I'm having to re-add. So it was just a nightmare to get in here. So to be here at all, I think, again, thank you for
round
my
of applause
participation
for sure
trophies.
for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I've gotten
We're
two
proud of
participation
you,
trophies.
Ray.
We are proud of you. Very proud of you.
I've gotten a
We
participation
know how
trophy from
important
my
that
uncle,
is now.
and now I'm getting one from you guys. So I'm pretty good.
Hey, at the hotel are you at? Is that the hotel? Are you in the one with the Ruth Chris's in it?
No, I wouldn't stay in that shithole again.
No, that's
say.
the one in Birmingham. That's the Embassy Suites that has the Ruth's Chris in it, isn't it?
Yeah,
Well,
that's where we stayed in Talladega.
Talladega,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
right
we had a
there.
real
Right
romantic-
when you walk
They
in,
were
right?
trying to-
What was it? Easter? I don't know. There was
No,
something around
Father's
there.
Day. It was
Father's Day. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was Father's Day weekend. So me, Ray, and was Brock with us and JC? No, me, you, and JC. And we go
Yeah.
down to Ruth Chris's and have a nice dinner with
That's
all
Ruth's,
these
it's
families. Ruth's Chris.
Ruth's Chris.
Yeah, whatever. I'm
Not
from
Ruth's,
Iowa. I
it's
can't say
Chris's.
milk either. So let's move on.
That's true. That is true.
Diver, where were you at when we were in Talladega?
Oh. Hey, Kevin, how's
My
it going,
wife
man?
was expecting, and because I'm a good husband, and I love her, I wanted to stay home in case something crazy happened. Unfortunately, I did receive quite a few FaceTimes and pictures, and I had quite a case of the FOMO. But I did the right thing because I'm a family man, as we all are.
Hey, that was a great move.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
Andy?
Where were you at? Where was he at the weekend before that?
Atlanta.
Okay, well, that was different.
Okay. All right. So explain how that was
True that.
different.
Yeah.
Just a little bit different.
Just a little bit different.
Anyway, what are you doing? You going to a mid?
No, Kenneth asked why I was echoing, so I'm wondering if my mic's picking up the feedback of not
I
having
agree,
headphones
Kenneth.
on.
He was echoing. Thank you for
I
pointing that
fixed
out.
it. This is the great thing about doing it live. Otherwise, for the 13 people that watch this after the live, they would have all had to hear me echo the whole time.
Well, I'm glad we fixed it.
Yeah.
We're on top of this. Guys, listen, this is like Burger King. Have it your way. You don't want me to echo? I'll put my headphones on. Whatever the case
Oh,
is.
this is great. Amanda, what would you like to have happen? Please comment in the below area.
Amanda has to be good. She's got to ride in the truck. I'm her ride. So that's the way it is right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. So, how was the rest of your week, fellas?
Andy?
No, go ahead.
No, I like to end it. These days.
Yeah, I mean, overall, busy week. Started last week on, Friday night. Got to sneak out and was headed down to the farm, do a little bow hunting. Nothing ever quite starts a week off like getting pulled over for going a little bit faster than what the little 55 sign says. But
How much faster?
it was enough. According to the ticket, 5 over. So it was 5
According
over.
to the radar.
Had a good thing. And listen, I don't know if it's bribery or not, but I offered the sheriff that pulled me over. I talked to him for a few minutes. Turns out he asked if we were going hunting. He was a bow hunter. So I offered him a free membership on 12-hour, and he's like, oh yeah, I'll have to look that up. And then when he came back up, he didn't let me off on the ticket. So he knocked it down to 5 over. So then I offered him a free membership on 12-hour, if you like not an elite membership, but offered him a free membership. So it was kind of interesting to get pulled over and try to pitch one of your businesses thing to a guy. But I mean, why wouldn't you? Let's see. Hunted nothing. I mean, it was just a weekend, a lot of rain and stuff in Iowa, and then got back, had a busy last 2 days here. And then Tuesday night needed to drive up to one of the clients up in Superior, Wisconsin. It was heading up for meetings there, and they got blasted in Minneapolis and the northern states here with snow. We didn't get anything here. We've had a lot of rain, but on, I believe Tuesday night, I was heading up there, and roads just got horrible. And sometimes you just got to, stop and think like, man, is this worth it? I saw in about a 20-mile section, there was 11 cars in the ditch, 2 of which I got to see go in the ditch. Made it back, got turned around, and to get back, it was 24 miles I had to go back to where I started getting out of the snow. It took about an hour and 15 minutes. So, when you still have 5 hours to go and you got to drive through all that, plus it was going to be an 8-9 hour drive. So anyway, otherwise I would have missed this tonight, but I guess things worked out to the fact that thanks to the weather, I'm home, and now it's thunderstorms around here. So that's my week in a nutshell. Otherwise, I sat in this chair, stared at this computer screen, and worked. So, all right, Divers, all yours now. See, nothing too interesting for
riveting.
Yeah, wasn't it super exciting? There's our week.
Yeah, actually, this was
people skip this shit anyway.
Yeah, this was a pretty low key week for me. Actually,
before we get going there, though, I'm actually looking on Grubhub because I hadn't ate dinner yet.
They got Domino bites.
No, they got Sushi Village, and I'm really thinking about it. But do you guys have any recommendations before?
I would eat gas station sushi, especially if I had to fly tomorrow. I would stop at gas station sushi. Maybe you can get some wild wings from B-Dubs. You'll be good on the plane.
No, no, that's a hard no from me. I think you got a B-Dubs around though. I mean, you can get something that's not going to completely clear you out.
Buy one, get one boneless Thursdays.
Clear me out.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I love sushi. But I mean, you are in Birmingham, which is probably not the sushi capital of the world. I'm just going to throw that out there. Probably steer clear of that. I don't know. I mean, Panda Express. I like Panda Express. You ever had Panda Express? They don't have those in Iowa, do they, Andy?
Yeah, we got a Panda Express.
You have a Panda Express?
Yeah. It's a nationwide chain. You know what nationwide means, right? Western Mississippi as well.
We just got a Freddy's this year. What do you? So I mean,
we got
a custard place.
Yeah.
Oh, Freddy's?
Yeah.
Freddy's is a hamburger joint.
I thought that was a frozen custard place.
Freddy's cheese, or was it Freddy's cheese steaks or steak burgers or something like that, and custards? Yes.
You got Johnny Rockets?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, here's the deal.
That's what our riveting show is about tonight.
Yeah, no, I don't want
It's
to
going to be a
about
hell of a lot more entertaining on Saturday night. But listen, we should choke our way through Brandon's boring ass week and then try to talk about something.
Your week. Well, I was driving and then it was snowing, and then if you guys didn't snow, that's not really that fun.
Super exciting. We got blasted in snow.
I decided that because I didn't want to drive the snow, I was going to turn back around, and then I sat here in front of this computer for the rest of the week.
Of me?
Well,
let's hear what went on in your riveting world this week.
I didn't say I had a riveting week. I just said I don't know. Maybe it's better than yours. I'm not sure. I had family come in this weekend. Went out, took them out to a couple breweries that were close. Came back, watched the Alabama Crimson Tide, Roll Tide, beat Georgia, the old Bulldogs. Virginia Tech beat. Who'd they play?
I'm already blown away with this.
Anybody know? Anybody remember who Virginia Tech played?
Is this a North Carolina joke?
I know they played who they played last weekend.
Who did they play? Oh, Boston College. They played Boston College
last weekend.
So they beat. Yeah, I know. That wasn't good. But they beat Boston College. I fell asleep in the third quarter of both games, and then nothing exciting. I did order a pizza and bread bites on Saturday night, but I only ordered 32 bread bites and only one pizza. It was a coupon. I did get a coupon.
Oh, no. Okay.
And so Sunday morning, Jen didn't realize the extent of what I had ordered. So we woke up Sunday morning, and I got the orange Fanta, and she goes, "Why did you order a Fanta?" And I said,
"Are you being sarcastic?"
No, I'm dead serious. I ordered a Fanta.
I mean, is that how you really say it?
Fanta?
A Fanta?
Is it a Fanta?
Fanta.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a Fanta.
I found the highlight for this week's reel.
Yeah, no shit. This weekend will be Fa ends at the NASCAR race.
I'm sorry, that was a Fanta.
If I do not get to the camper and see a 2 liter of Fanta on the bar, I'm gonna be pissed.
I believe it has to be the orange Fanta.
Was it the commercial? Wanta Fanta, Wanta Fanta. What was that? Not the commercial?
Say it again.
Wanta Fanta, Wanta Fanta. Was that not the commercial?
I've never seen a Fanta commercial or a Fanta.
I'm telling you, dude, it's Fanta.
What's Google going to do? Oh,
I don't know.
Guess you can look at it phonetically.
We're going to have her pronounce it.
Let's see what the viewers say. Anyhow,
Yeah, I bet they all write F-A-N or whatever. They spell Fanta.
Okay.
If you agree with me, press 1. If you agree with the rest of the group, press 2.
Or you could just literally just type in, I think Brandon's right.
Yeah, whatever works. But anyhow, so anyway, it was a coupon, and
oh my God,
I've
a coupon for Fanta.
Yeah, well, it was the pizza and the bread bites and the Fanta. So anyway, ate that the rest of Sunday. Then week was pretty boring, so nothing real exciting going on there. A lot like Andy's just sitting at a computer staring. So anyway, that was about it.
Thrills a minute, boys. Thrills a minute. I mean, who wouldn't want to tune in every week to listen to that?
No kidding. Well, sometimes you can't have exciting weeks all the time. Andy,
yeah, that is true.
I'm watching some commercial.
It's Wanta Fanta, isn't it?
I don't know. I can't hear anything except for you guys. Listen, just because I work in the industry of digital doesn't mean apparently I know anything about it. So it's not called Wanta Fanta. It's just called Fanta commercial. So I have no idea. But according to the people on our results, you would be incorrect, though.
Yes. Everybody. Brandon, what the hell did you smoke? I mean, that's...
It's a solid question.
Interesting. Okay.
It didn't matter what he smoked. It matters what he chased it with, which was
Fanta.
Fanta.
I would call that Fanta, but that's just me.
So what if it, okay, then pronounce F-O-N-T-A.
Fanta.
Oh, so the O and the A are the same sound now. Like kind of. At Fontana. Would it be Fontana? Or if there was an A rather than O, would it be Fantana?
So is it Santana? You know the band Santana?
So,
if you guys need me, I'm just over here having a fantastic time. Like, holy shit. Like, at what point? All right, it's all good. We love you.
All right. All right.
Let somebody call Coolio and ask him about his fantastic voyage.
Andy's just excited to be able to pick on the way somebody else says a word.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm pretty jacked up about this. I mean, that tasty, that fantastic Fontana. I can't even imagine that. And then I've got you up there turting around the corner and just all kinds of stuff going on. Y'all make fun of me for milk. At least that's a word nobody uses.
Nobody uses the word milk.
No, not anymore.
Oh, okay.
Not in my world. Anyway, so I'll have to listen to that commercial tomorrow. This show is ridiculous.
Oh, this is awesome. Okay. All right.
You know, I bet this is one of those shows though that people are tuning in like just when this started, they have no freaking clue what's going on, but they're laughing so that they don't look weird. You know, like everybody else laughing.
Anyway.
I just want everybody to have a fantastic time.
Fantastic.
Good Lord.
All right.
So
Anyhow,
let's get into some happenings this week.
Yeah, let's talk about something serious.
All right,
the number one thing we learned this week is that while I may have got a speeding ticket be boring, you may not know how to wire a switch, but at least we can pronounce the pop we're drinking, the soda, or whatever the hell you guys drink.
It's a freaking
would it
Fanta,
be soda
dude.
Or would it be Sada at that
Dude,
point?
if I went to a restaurant right now and ordered a Fanta, nobody would look at me weird. I'm telling you.
No, but they go to the back and they'd be like, "Did you guys see that moron? He said he wanted a Fanta."
Did you see the red-bearded bastard order a Fanta?
Look, he is Irish. You know, he's got a little bit of accent.
Apparently.
Hey, Ray, steer us back.
So this weekend, Kansas Speedway, Joey Logano wins, locks himself into number 8, right? Into the final 8, or actually to the final 4, sorry. Locks himself in. But the biggest controversy was Elliott having no communication with his crew at all. Not the crew chief, not the spotter, anyone on his team. His comms went out for some reason I hadn't heard or read. But the problem with that is in the rule books, it says that he has to have a communication or a radio communication with his spotter and his crew chief at all times, right?
Mm-hmm.
So NASCAR does nothing. Your take.
According to NASCAR, they said that they thought he was in communication or good enough communication.
Well, the good news is they don't have a way to check that. Oh, no way they do. Right?
All right. Well, we got Andy on a roll tonight. So.
Yeah, I'm rolling tonight, boy.
Okay.
I don't know. Y'all gonna hear me say some shit tonight.
Yeah, because this is probably the best. This is quoted. This is the
12 and a half hours of it tomorrow, babe.
Yeah, quote of the night from Amanda, Andy's wife, a preview of my weekend, because she has the glorious. We are allowing her to spend the weekend with us.
We actually hired her as a babysitter.
Yeah, pretty much.
$6 an hour is very affordable to keep us alive.
No
It's
doubt.
a good rate.
No
Yeah.
doubt. So
She brings some fonts.
So back to the Elliott deal. Back to the Elliott deal. So I'm like Andy. They knew he didn't have communication. They can say they didn't all they want to. They listen to every word them cats say. The guys that are responsible, the officials in their pit box, has that communication.
Yeah, and with
Has that
what you're saying, Ray.
So NASCAR knows it. Not only does NASCAR know it, they're holding a pit board. They are holding a pit board in pit lane to show him pit now. The official is right there beside him. So how could they even cop out and say that? So here's what the buzz is going on social media and everything else, right? Oh, NASCAR's pretty boy, the new Dale Jr., right? Because what was the old joke? Like, Dale Jr.'s in the lucky dog. We're gonna get
caution's out.
I mean, that was the joke in the pits. I mean, there was literally crew chiefs that said if they saw Junior in the damn lucky dog spot, they would pit because they didn't want to get caught, or they would stay out, depending on that's how they determined if they were going to pit or not. Are we back to that point to having a golden boy in NASCAR and they kind of just like do it all?
According to the people
Sorry. Did you hear yourself talking for a second?
No.
This is ridiculous. What's your opinion, Brandon? I know you're in for a fond boy.
I would.
That's awesome.
I'm retired.
You right?
I don't know. I'm gonna run out of fond jokes before too long. Y'all pictured a little baby deer running around out in the background. I wrote that joke right now. That one was quick.
You wrote that down like 3 minutes ago. I can see him.
But I wish I would have. Had I written it down, I'd be taking full credit because it was a good placement of the joke as well.
That was great. You would think Andy and I have a side communication. We're setting each other up.
Yeah, you might. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, look, he's the most popular driver.
So absolutely, you think that they didn't punish him because he's everybody's favorite driver?
100%. If that's somebody else, they absolutely bring him in. I don't think there's any question. I think it's open and shut. And if I want to say that I saw somebody from NASCAR, I can't remember who it was, basically say, yeah, we probably screwed that one up.
Yeah, they did.
You guys remember seeing that?
So in NASCAR's press release on it, I remember reading it a little bit, and the two things they said was they understood they probably screwed that up, and they took blame for it, which, okay, give NASCAR credit, but NASCAR stepped on their own toes quite a few times this year. They came out and openly said, like Ray was talking about, that they did not know his communication was as bad as it was. So first of all, his communication was non-existent. Like it doesn't get worse than non-existent, so that can't happen. And number two, they talked about it on freaking television for 20 minutes. They showed the guys taping his new set of earphones onto his water bottle to hand him into the car. Which at what point do you also? I mean, I don't know if anybody else has had the helmets on. We know Ray has one for iRacing and stuff like that. But like, how in the hell would he have even tried to put the earphones or the earpieces in? Through the helmet. There's no way you can get your hand up into your helmet like that. They had to have known they were handing comms to him through the window. And at what point does the obviously the largest corporation in motorsports, not be able to have one person go, that's not going to work. Like, this isn't going to work. He's not communicating. Maybe we should check this guy's radio, since that's kind of a major safety rule that they have. So, that's my issue with it is you screwed up. You tried to man up and take credit for your mistake, but you led into that by saying we really didn't know it was as bad as it was. That's just horrible. So that's
I agree.
Well, sticking with the Hendrick Motorsports crew, I think the rumors have been running around about Kyle Larson, right? But this week, Kyle Larson has officially been reinstated January 1 to NASCAR and is eligible to drive in NASCAR's top 3 division and anything he wants to at that point. I think that's not a surprise. We all saw that coming. He released the letter and everything last week that on his website, explaining kind of the process he's been through all this and all that. Him being reinstated, the rumor is Hendricks in the 88, but then there's going to be a number change. What about you guys? You think he did his crime? Did he pay enough time? And what do you think how that's going to turn out?
No doubt. I mean, I think he made a mistake. We all make mistakes. I don't think, I don't think you can take a guy like that who he's uber talented. He won, gosh, I don't know what the total stats were of him running dirt. And that's not what it's all about.
32 out of 39 races that he entered.
I mean, it was crazy.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah. And that's not obviously what it's all about. But I do, like, I just turned my mic up there on my own. I just see, you like that? See, I could do that all day long. Look at that. That's good. Anyway, so I do think that he absolutely did his time. He absolutely deserves to be reinstated, and he's done. If you watch his interview, if you read his letter, you read the things that he's done to try to make right on the wrong. I think he's done what he's supposed to do, and it appears that everybody in NASCAR agrees with it too. And I think that's extremely important. I think that I hope he gets that opportunity with Hendrick, and I think that if he does, he's going to win a boatload of races. I really do, because I think it's very evident watching Matt Kenseth, who is a great race car driver, no doubt about it, or stock car driver, whatever you want to call it. But I think you watch, and he's obviously a step behind. I mean, that car has not run at all, not even close to what it was running when Larson was in it. And I think that's just a tribute to him. I think he's going to take that Hendrick car. I think they're going to put the money and the technology into it, and I think he's going to win a boatload of races. I really, truly do, and I think that's good. I think that's a good thing. I like a redemption story. I went to Virginia Tech, and watched Michael Vick go through, what he did, and he obviously was in the wrong, but he came back and made something of himself after the fact. Played well with the Eagles, and has been a good, contributing citizen after the fact, and now he's working with Virginia Tech's football team, and I think that's awesome. So I love a redemption story, and I think that's awesome.
Good deal. Andy?
Yeah, so I mean, I guess my opinion on this, guys, I absolutely think he paid his dues. I think paid for his crime, whatever the case is. Kyle did something stupid, but let's not forget that he's held in a different light, in that the situation, and this is my question to you guys, throwing a different question back, is if this was 2019, 2018, any year that's not an election year where all the stuff that's gone on in our country and repetitively does, my question is Kyle Larson's penalty there? Is it even brought up? He said something stupid during iRacing to a friend, and he wasn't publicly broadcasting it. He made a mistake. He used a bad term, that he should not have used in a situation he didn't. But I still go back to the fact that you're what are you doing? But the long and short is I absolutely think he paid his crime to it, and I think he's gonna absolutely annihilate everyone when he gets back to the track. And I guess the number one question I have is, are people gonna give him a chance? He's gonna be under the thumb. He's gonna be watched everything he does for the next year and a half. And I think that's too bad. But I think that's one of the things is when people are looking for a poster child, whether it be good or bad, you've got the two different situations between Kyle Larson, who NASCAR was able to build a platform around. This is what we did to this guy for saying something against a different group or a group of people that we want to bring in or whatever the case is. And then you have your Chase Elliott, and it's, it's put him on a pedestal. So let's see what happens with Kyle. But do you guys think that it would have been as bad if this was 2017?
I think the penalty from NASCAR standpoint would have been as bad. I think the social,
I think the reaction would have.
I think the reaction, across the board probably would have been maybe a little bit different. But I do think, even at that point, and look, I'm not saying that an election year and all of that doesn't come into play. It does. I think we know that. And I think we've talked about this. Social media plays a huge part in everything. You watch any controversy, you watch any disaster. I mean, you watch a freaking car accident, for goodness sakes. And first thing people do is pull out their phones. They want to video it. You watch, the reason there's traffic is because people are taking pictures driving by an accident on the interstate. I think that part is worse. And the Twitter, the freaking keyboard warriors on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and all of that, I think is worse. But I think probably the same applies even back then, although I think it probably just from a continued standpoint, continued articles about it. And Kyle's used that, I think, to his advantage on the backside, where he's released statements and he got off of social media for 3-4 months, just completely quit all of his accounts, and then came back and again, released a statement. Then I think he did an interview on, was it the Today Show or whatever it was. And so I think he's trying to use that to his advantage on the back end. And I think that only gets worse because, look, everybody loves to be, I think everybody that isn't willing to have a real conversation is willing to be a keyboard warrior on the back end. And if you actually called them to the carpet, they're not going to say 1% of the things that they would actually type on the computer or type in a tweet or whatever that is. So, I agree with you, Andy, like to a point. I still think he probably ends up in the same situation. But I also think he's where he is supposed to be now. And hopefully he gets that opportunity with Hendrick. And like I said, I think he's going to win a boatload of races. I really do. And I hope he does. Yeah.
Good deal. Yeah, well, somebody that we've been talking about a lot and that we think kind of got a raw deal in some of this silly season stuff is Eric Jones. But great to hear this week. He is officially in the 43. He signed it last week. They announced this week. And I think we're finally going to find out what that 43 car can do. I mean, Eric Jones, he's no slouch. I mean, he's a winner in all the series. He's the recent winner, right? Series, yeah.
What's the series?
Series?
That is a fantastic word.
In the top, I'm sorry, I apologize. He has wins in the top 3 series of NASCAR.
There we go. Okay, I like that better.
Sorry.
What's the plural of series? Same as Moose, brother. Same as Moose.
Well, that's crazy.
It's all not like mice.
All 3 NASCAR moves? That don't make no sense. No, so he's winning all 3. And he was out of a ride this year. I mean, did he underperform in the 20? I don't know.
That's a tough question.
Yeah, I mean, you got to look at who he's got around him, right? Okay, so we got Denny. Denny's performing. You got Martin. Martin has performed last year. I mean, and this year is a little rough to start with, but here in the last third of the season, he's turning on. Mm-hmm. You got, of course, Kyle. Kyle struggled, but he's still running. He's been in contention on several races. and kind of Eric, he won one this year, right? Didn't he win
Two,
Pocono?
I think he won 2.
No,
he ran 1, but he's finished. Didn't he? He finished in like 4 top 5s in the last freaking 3 or 4 races.
He's done really well.
I mean, he's been awesome.
So, he's out, and really he's out because why? They needed to make room for somebody, right?
Yeah, Christopher needed in.
Yeah. So, with all the changes that were going around. So, him landing at Petty, I think, great. What do you think about the competitiveness of Eric Jones and Petty Enterprises?
You want me to talk again?
Yeah.
Whoever.
Okay. Yeah, so obviously I'm the smartest to comment on these types of things. I think
Really?
Look, I think Eric's a whale of a driver. He has won Darlington. He's won the Coke 600. He has won which other one?
What?
Anybody?
He's won 2 of the. He didn't win Indy. Indy's the only. Indy was the only Triple Crown or the.
All right. Well, so be it. I know he's won at least 3 Cup races. You just don't win Cup races by chance. And I think he can drive. I go back, and I think I've said this before. I go back to Kurt Busch. When Kurt Busch got booted out of the 22 car with Penske, I think with everything that went on with his ex-wife or ex-girlfriend or whatever that was, and kind of had to rebuild himself. The first car that he went back to was the 51 car. It was a Phoenix Racing car. That car was a 35th to 40th place car. They went to Sonoma or Watkins Glen, and in the last probably 10 laps of that race, he literally drove the wheels off of that car. The axle broke.
Yep.
He was leading. The axle broke. I think Marcos Ambrose was chasing him, and he literally drove the wheels off of it. Kurt Busch is a phenomenal race car driver. He went to the 78, won in the 78. Right? He won in the 78. I know Reagan Smith won in the 78 first, but I believe he won in the 78 as well. So I think there's a lot to the driver making the car. Yes, it's always about money and technology and how much they're going to put into the car. But I think if Petty gives him a decent car, I think you're going to see what kind of race car driver he is. Yeah. I think Eric can absolutely wheel a car. He definitely did it in Xfinity.
Does Eric Jones get the same equipment that Austin Dillon does? As we know that RCR and Petty have an alliance.
No.
Do they get the same equipment?
No, I would say no.
An alliance is good, but you don't give every secret to your alliance. You give them some stuff, but I don't believe he gets the same equipment. I think in the team's cars are set up different, and there's some different equipment on some of those cars as well.
Oh yeah, I mean you got pit, you got crew chief preferences and driver preferences. I mean that stuff. But I'm saying, does he have competitive? He's not getting. You're saying that the car that Eric Jones is getting from Petty, and I understand the answer, but I'm just trying to make sure for people that may be listening and don't.
What Ray's trying to say is that he thinks Bubba Wallace sucks. Is that what you're saying?
No.
I mean, that's what I'm reading into, aren't you?
No, look, I am in the home state of Bubba Wallace right now.
Finishing 23rd.
Right? No, seriously, all jokes aside. I mean, don't be hating. I know you got his shirt and you're a fan and all, but
hey, I got a koozie too.
Yeah, no, but you got their cars coming out the shop. You're saying that for a fact that Austin's car has better equipment, better chassis, better body.
I don't think any of us know that for a fact. I think you can probably deduce that and come to that conclusion. What I think is going to be interesting is I compare Eric Jones, or at least when I look at him, I think about him how I think about a Joey Logano. You look at a Logano who drove the 20 car. A good car, right? What we would consider a good car. I mean, it was the same car theoretically that Eric Jones is in right now. The 20 Joe Gibbs car, he got in that car after Tony Stewart left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he might have won one race in that car and then moved over to the 22 car and all of a sudden started winning races. It took him a while to catch on. And you look at a William Byron. Look at Chase Elliott. It took these guys.
You're also talking about brand new drivers coming up from an Xfinity race level and starting to win races in year 3 and year 4. I mean, there's only a few Kevin Harvicks that come out and win as fast as he did and stuff like that. But I mean, I get what you're saying, but in my opinion, Eric Jones in the last year and a half is kind of, what's he in, his 4th season? So maybe he didn't perform. You didn't hear a lot about it, but he's at that stage where Logano was already let go and some of that stuff. I mean, who knows what Logano would have done in the 20 car if he would have, been in that car for year 4, 5, maybe 6. True. I mean, I'm not saying that 100%, but I'm just saying that to, maybe contradict what you're saying. But,
that's the point.
They all say their first couple of years. I mean, they like just listening to another podcast the other day that Ray's got me hooked on now. And that was one of the things they were talking a lot about is how big the transition is from an Xfinity car to a Cup car. And what that learning curve is and how humbling it is for, they were talking some about Briscoe, who's going to do great. But they're like, don't necessarily expect him to come out and win every race and stuff like he's been doing in Xfinity. Because there is definitely a transition there. I have no idea what it's like because but I imagine it's like driving a Porsche versus driving a 86, Chevy.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I think Eric Jones is a hell of a driver. I just, is he going to be running? Is that car going to improve because he gets in the seat?
Man, I don't want to get kicked off this podcast, so I'm not going to have an opinion. y'all, Kyle Larson, make an example out of me.
Yeah. No, I don't know. You know what? I really don't know. I think we'll know in the first 5 races of next year.
I agree with that.
And so it's just hard to tell.
Have they announced his crew chief yet?
Not that I know of.
And in all honesty, Brandon, and you're more of a stat man, but I mean, how are like the 43 team currently? How do they do in pits? I mean, are they running close to the same time? I mean, if you're losing a second and a half every time you go down pit lane, you're not going to be competitive.
They're competitive.
They're middle. They're probably 15th to 25th in terms of pit stops, 15th on their best day. I mean, they've obviously had their good days, and that's good. And I'm not taking anything away from Bubba or what they've done, but at the same time, I mean, it's been a slow decline in the last, I would say, 15 years. I mean, Almirola won the Daytona 500, or not the Daytona, the Pepsi 400 at the time, which was at Daytona back in 2013, 2014, 2015, something like that. That was a rain shortened race. But other than that, I agree. But I think the last win prior to that was John Andretti. Yeah. The prior win before that was Bobby Hamilton. Mm-hmm. So if you go back to the last 3 wins for the 43 car, Almirola, John Andretti, Bobby Hamilton.
Yeah.
2 of those guys are not alive anymore, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. And to answer your question, Ray, I think the wheelman is going to be there, but I'm not going to take anything away from Bubba. I mean, when he was running a KBM truck, he was winning races. I think he can. I think
it's the old truck plug.
Yeah, the truck plug. I love the truck series, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I love the truck series. I think it's NASCAR's only affordable series. I like for a blue collar guy. No, but going back to that, I mean, he did win races driving the truck. I think Bubba Wallace can drive a car. He's had situations where he's been out front, but I think there's a big change. I mean, Bubba's wrecked a lot of cars the last couple of weeks when he's been out front, in my opinion. Maybe they're not all his fault, but Bubba's wrecked a lot of cars. And I think some of those guys that run 15th to 20th, when they get out front, the car handles different. They're not used to blocking and stuff as much as they maybe have to. So I think the car is going to be a little more competitive, but I still think you're going to see a 15th to 20th car. I think, races they finish 15th to 17th is going to be a really strong week for them.
I'd agree. I'd agree with that.
Good deal. So with that announcement, Jones to the 43, also this week announced Briscoe confirmed to the 14, which we kind of
Did you see how they did that?
Yeah. Yeah,
it's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, that was cool. But yeah, they it's we kind of knew it was coming once we heard that Clint was retiring, of course. So that's no surprise to anybody up here, and I don't think to anybody anywhere. So and I think he's going to. It's going, So I think is it going to be a good rookie season? We know we got going in for the rookie next year. It's going Ross, right? Ross Chastain, Briscoe. Who else is moving up? Have we any announcements been made?
I don't think so. I don't know if there's any other people coming up.
Because Cindric's not coming up. He's staying.
That's it.
We hadn't heard. Well, yeah, Haley announced he's back at college, so
yep,
no worries there. Yeah. So, but the other kind of rumor's been LaJoy to Spire, to that Spire car. Especially now that Haley's confirmed back at 11. I don't know what Colic has in contracts for him to run anything else, but would Spire hadn't announced, but would LaJoy be a good fit down at Spire?
I don't know anything really about LaJoy. I mean, I think LaJoy's biggest claim to fame is he got in a pissing match with Denny Hamlin this year. Other than that, has he done anything? I mean, I'll give him credit. He got to drive the Trump car, which, hell, that's break that down. That's when else have you heard about Corey LaJoy? I'm not knocking the guy. He's in the top division of, professional racing, but I don't know shit about him. So I don't know if he's going to be a good fit or if he's getting that right or not.
Yeah.
Divers? Statistically
speaking,
are you a fawn?
I am no fawn of him being. I don't know. I think there's still a lot to be said in Xfinity. I think that and could be in trucks. Who knows?
Maybe.
could be an opportunity. Not really sure. But no, I don't really have an opinion on that. I think that, for all three fans watching, I think
literally typing in, are all three of us on watching?
No, I'm not. No, there's somebody else.
Okay.
There's somebody else. But I think we got to do a better job of publicizing this thing. I mean, we're still getting off the ground, man.
Yeah, right now. Listen, we're going to publicize it in Texas. I mean, here's the thing. This is becoming a NASCAR show. This show is actually about NASCAR. And what we've told everybody is this show ain't about shit. This show is about being drunk, doing dumb shit, going crazy, giving opinions. And now I feel like we're just like, hey, can we be part of Door Bumper Clear? If you don't have an opinion that's going to piss somebody off, save it for talking to your wife. Here we're supposed to be bitching, right?
All right, Ray.
Write a new script.
Still here.
I mean, I think I asked you guys what y'all want to talk about every night. Whatever, man. What's going on in NASCAR?
Let's talk about Saks underwear. Did you get your Saks underwear, Brandon?
Did not. Sure did not. No,
I didn't order them, did you?
My intent was to order them. And I didn't.
Here it comes.
I actually went to a store earlier today. I wanted
the message up.
And I asked them.
I ordered them. I specifically asked, and he said,
I know. Well, I was in the process of ordering them. But you sent, just so you know, Andy sent a picture of 7 boxes of Saks underwear, all laid out strategically on a table, just to mess with everybody. Just so we know. So I and I mean this when I say it. I was driving home today and I thought to myself, gosh, he sent 7 pairs of underwear to me. So I wonder how many pairs of Saks underwear Andy actually has in his drawer. And I'd like an answer.
Of Saks?
Yeah.
Do you want me to count the suitcase that's packed for the drive to Texas?
Oh, I want to know how many. No,
how many Saks do you need for the drive to Texas?
How many Saks do you own?
Well, they got to be in there. I think I have maybe 14, 15 pair.
Okay, so 2 weeks worth. So how often does Amanda do the laundry?
Like every 2 days, 3 days? She's
Really?
doing, I don't know, in my house with 2 kids, my wife, the damn washing machine's running all the time.
She does the laundry every 2 days?
I think she may even do it almost every day. I mean, if she's watching, I'm sure she'll say. But yeah, she's constantly doing laundry because I think our kids change clothes 4 to 5 times a day, and I'm not sure why.
And she does that. Does she give you any kind of hell for wearing too many outfits a day at all?
Who, me? I only wear one.
Okay. But she does the laundry every 2 days is what you're telling me.
I think at least, I don't know. She's my wife. I don't ask her to check in. Like, I'm not like you. I don't have a time clock by the washing machine. All I know is that the laundry.
He's got to get those linens, taken care of.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Jen,
I like to know.
Job, and she's like, I can't believe I married this idiot.
And when I say we, I use that loosely. We do laundry daily.
Yeah, see, I think she does it almost daily too.
Divers, you have you and your wife and a toddler and a baby. You should be doing more laundry.
Dude, I do laundry for a living. You think I want to come home and do laundry at the house?
So how often do you do laundry in your household?
Well,
not you. How often is the washing machine running at your house?
Well, it runs when there's a stain on something, and then it will run consistently probably once every week and a half.
What?
Yeah.
You do laundry once every week and a half?
That's why my mind is blown. I mean,
no way.
I must need some of that money. I'm embarrassed now. My office is actually smaller than Brandon's closet, as it turns out. Yeah.
How did you come to that conclusion?
Because I'm just picturing how many clothes I would need to get through a week and a half.
You have 14 pair of ball underwear.
Can we get Jen on here?
No,
because I think right now, if this was one of those things where you had to wear a dog collar that shocks you, and your wife gets to shock you if you can't answer a question, dude, I think your toes would be curling up right now. Yeah, I bet if your wife ever watches this, which if she doesn't, I'll send her a copy of this show, and be like, just tune in at 55 minutes. You're gonna enjoy this. I'm betting she does laundry a whole lot more, and you just don't appreciate how wonderful your wife is. Like me and Ray appreciate how wonderful our wives are.
What? I'm sorry. What?
I'm just saying.
I agree, because there's no way in hell.
Right?
Okay. All right.
This is the worst thing ever. All right. So yeah.
Well done. Thanks, guys.
Could you ask her how often she's doing laundry so you can report that to us tomorrow night?
Yeah, hang on just a second. I'll tell you what, I'll send a text.
Right now. I want to see
a text.
Yeah.
My wife was on here on a phone call. Why don't you dial Jen in? I think we'd all like to speak with her.
No, we're just going to send a text.
The fans are still at 3, so this isn't any better.
Do you do laundry?
Hey, no, and look, when I say this, it's not your wife, because I guarantee you my wife would text it first before she answered. Why the hell do you want to know?
Yeah.
Then you do all the laundry. All the laundry.
No, not all. Like,
how often? How often do you do?
How long do you do laundry?
How often
do you do the laundry?
Yeah, perfect. That works.
Yeah, here we go. Just so everybody knows. So everybody knows.
No one else can read that.
Yeah.
Whoops.
What are you?
Okay.
It's
no one can see it. Hold it back. Hold it back.
Yeah,
hold it back. There you go.
There you go.
Okay.
Now that says, did you go to Trader Joe's? What are you showing us?
Well, where'd that picture
pull your phone back.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, my God. We are a super technical show. Pull it back.
Pull it back.
Pull back. Let a camera focus. Pull it. Nobody can see it. Wait. He's just changing it to a white screen so no one can see it. Oh, there it is. Hold it right there.
How often
do you do the laundry? So now we all want to know, did you go to Trader Joe's?
No, that's what that little
palm
no. So she called it Trader Hose yesterday. That was obviously a typo. I said no, but I'd like to go.
And how'd that go?
She goes, "Would you really?" I was like,
yeah.
No, ma'am.
Has she responded yet? I think we should just be silent until she responds.
Hey, Divers, I do need you to answer this question about Alabama.
Okay.
So I'm in the middle of this hay farm, shooting these tractors, doing hay things, and I just faintly hear out in the wilderness somewhere, "Roll Tide."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's just real faint. And one of the guys told me, and he said something about War Eagle.
Oh.
He said that's just some Alabama fan still cutting themselves from losing over the weekend. Now, what exactly does that mean?
Wait a minute. What's the question? I think I lost you.
I think the question
What
is,
does Roll Tide mean, or what does War Eagle mean, or what does a
I would
fan
like to
cutting
know
himself
both
over losing over the weekend?
Yeah, I would really want to know all of the above.
Okay.
War Eagles
Right.
Auburn.
So
Well,
War
I
Eagles
know who
Auburn.
it is.
Yeah. So Roll
But
Tide.
but is Auburn's
Hang on.
Auburn,
I got a
Auburn's
response. Hang on.
Oh,
Tiger,
here we
right?
go. Back to something good.
Okay.
If it says every 10 days, my mind's blown.
At least one. Okay. At least one load a day with the baby.
Okay.
Prior to that, maybe 3 to 4 loads a week. Clothes, sheets, towels, cleaning rags, etc.
So at least every other day at a minimum.
Did she ask you why you wanted to know first, or she just answered you?
She just answered.
That's impressive.
Well,
Yeah, that's
she
really
knows.
good.
I mean, she
Oh,
knows.
she knows what
Yeah.
you're doing.
She figures you're on here with us going. And right now, she's downstairs going, are those assholes talking about laundry?
Well,
Why are they having a conversation about laundry? Because we're finally doing what our show topic is. Like, it's just us having a dumbass conversation. And apparently it's been more than a day and a half because he had to break out his Dale Yeah t-shirt.
I'm going to ask. It is. It's laundry week. So I'm going to ask. Where are my clothes included in this process? It's a bad idea, but I'm going to ask.
So here's where Brandon's screen goes black. Or you see him get hit in the side of the head with a frying pan.
And he shows up again next Thursday in the Dale Yeah shirt because
Yeah, ain't nobody doing the laundry. He can take it to work.
So where are my clothes included in this? That's good, right? That's a good response?
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Send.
This is where she officially applies with, why do you need to know this?
Yeah,
Or
why
what are you talking about?
Or I'm in
Hang on,
bed,
hang on.
damn it.
I'm not being
No, I don't know.
mean.
No,
No.
don't.
Trying to explain yourself here is just going to hurt you.
No,
I'm
explain
just
it.
asking.
Right now,
No, just explain
because
it.
I'm
you have a
curious.
50-50
Yeah.
chance that she just answers. You're killing yourself.
Yeah, just leave it.
There's little dots. There's little dots.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's responding. Don't write anything.
She says every 10 days or so. Question mark.
your clothes.
Oh, so maybe she's listening.
Why?
There's
How
more
many
dots.
clothes do you have?
Yeah. At this point, he's the dirtiest friend I have.
What?
If we become the what's the Peanuts crew, you're officially what's his name,
Hey.
Dirty or Stanky or something like that. I guess it'd be Stonky in
No,
this
it
case.
I don't know. Dobby, you do realize when your dad told you to turn them inside out and you can wear them next day too?
Oh yes!
What did it say?
Don't you go being critical now.
Oh,
Yeah,
but Andy and Ray's wife wash their clothes every day.
I have no. Quite frankly, I have no idea
Andy
how
and
often
Ray.
my clothes are in there.
Andy and Ray's wives.
Uh-oh. I was just
Wash
thinking,
Their
how could we get
clothes
Jen to dislike us?
every few days. Just saying.
See,
You
my
are-
response from my wife would be like, too bad you didn't marry one of them.
That's what exactly she's getting ready to say.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
go find
I'll
me.
come down there looking all redneck in my nursing tank and sweatpants and smack you. That's what she said.
Perfect. Yes. Text her and say, do it. Say, no, you won't.
for your
Prove it. Prove it.
for the with
Oh.
your teeth segment.
Please. Text her. Oh my God, here we go. As long as we're having fun with this, text her back and say, can you bring a white claw as long as you're coming here?
Do it.
If
Yeah.
you're coming,
Bring a white
I'd
claw. Yes.
like another white claw.
Show us the text.
Raspberry, please.
Look, there may not be anybody paying attention, but at least I'm having fun again.
She goes, let's compare their clothes to yours. See who has more. How many people are doing the laundry for 2 or 4? Was this a Dr. Seuss book?
Hey, just so you know, we're doing laundry for 4 here.
Yeah.
Right?
It's
Five.
4 for Andy and 5 for Ray. All right, look, I said it. I said
Where's
it.
my
I said
white
it.
claw? Hold it back. You got to hold it there so it gets steady.
I know. I'm struggling.
Oh, we're starting to see it.
It's coming. Hold on. Wait for it.
Hold it.
Wait for it.
Oh, here it comes. This is the anticipation. Let's compare. Oh my God, he wrote it. Yes.
We'll see.
Oh boy.
This is amazing.
And for our entertainment for that evening.
Yeah, exactly right. Does she know you're on this podcast?
Oh yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, sure does.
I bet she's loving it. Better get bottoms up on that. You don't want that.
You got one coming.
I'm going to listen. Highlight of my day is if all of a sudden we see a can just come flying in and hit it back of the head.
Oh, absolutely. There's no doubt about it in my
Face
life.
plants it. That would be amazing.
Uh-oh. I heard it. What do we got? What's the verdict?
She sent a GIF of. I don't even know what that means.
If it's a guy with red hair and a red beard getting stabbed in the side of the head, I can't hold it.
Wait.
That an eggplant?
I can't see. Oh, wait.
Hang on. You got to stop moving.
Yeah.
Hold it there. Oh, that's that goat
Oh,
that's like
the screaming
screaming
goat.
at the top of his lungs.
What
I don't
does
really
that
know
mean?
what. I don't even know what that. I don't know what that means. That's not
I
bad
think
though. At
that's
least
her
I'm getting.
screaming at
At least
you.
I'm getting gifts though. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. You're just
mean-
not getting. Yeah, just like one emoji.
we'll keep
I
pushing the.
I believe Ray and I had envisioned this segment going entirely differently.
Yeah, I was
You
At
guys
this
did.
point, I figured she's down there knocking your ass out. So, like, you've won. At
So
this
props
point,
to
your
you.
wife's amazing. Yep.
But I do have something we can check out.
Hell
and see.
yeah.
I do have something we can check out and see how good his night really is going. Okay.
Oh, did you tap into his house cams?
Not yet, but I'm working on that. That's going to be not too soon away.
Uh-oh.
What is this? Hang on.
Fanta.
Idiots. You can call us that. But if being an idiot can lead to greatness,
This is
then
us.
that's a price worth making. This isn't about fame, glory, or medals.
How long is this?
We're doing something incredible for no reason.
It doesn't matter how long it is.
Because to become a true champion,
We actually got down to
Kanye?
2 viewers.
blood, sweat, and tears. It takes
Ruining it.
grit and determination.
I might even stop watching.
So isn't it time you set yours free and show the world how amazing an idiot can be?
How do they pronounce it? If they don't pronounce it, I'm going to lose my mind.
That was sick.
You've got to be shitting me.
Did we seriously just watch a freaking 5-minute commercial that didn't even say Fanta or Fanta at the end of it?
1 minute. Thank you very much. Here's a 30-second. Let's see if we get it.
Sorry to all you viewers.
We
This
gotta
is
figure
part of
this
our
out.
production house here.
This is ridiculous.
I hope it's long.
Maybe nobody knows how to say it.
Right. It's somewhere in corporate headquarters. They're like, "You say fucking Fanta? I thought it was Fanta." I can't even read that.
I'm done. Okay, we're
Great.
done with that.
Ray finds a commercial.
Right.
where they finally
If
say
you're gonna
Fanta
do
or
a YouTube
Fanta.
search, hey,
Hey.
if you're gonna do a YouTube search, do Fanta.
What?
Fanta. Is it Fanta?
I don't know.
Fanta. Wanta Fanta. WANTA FANTA. Wanta Fanta.
Hey, serious question. Does Jen say Fanta or Fanta?
Where is Jen?
I don't
Even Kenneth
know.
wants to know where the White Claw is.
She actually
Have you not-
she just sent me a text. She said, "Are you playing How Fast Can I Piss My Wife Off?" She's caught up to it now.
Are you
Text her back and say, "Need to know if I'm winning. How mad are you?"
This is a new segment. How fast can we piss our wives off?
I think Jen may have just named that one. Yeah.
It's a new segment we're trying.
Yeah.
What'd you say it's called? Have a
Wanta Fanta.
Fanta.
Yeah, but they were probably doing it to be sarcastic.
I was saying,
And I think I'm going to win How Fast Can You Piss Your Wife Off on both Saturday and Sunday for
no
sure.
doubt.
Because, well, your wives will be in other states.
Did you do Wanta Fanta?
No, because I think
Nobody
that's
cares.
feud.
Yeah. No.
I just can't wait for next year's race or on 2022 when they race at that new Fantana track. Santana has got some really great songs out there. Would it be Santana or Santana? Holy shit. Now we open a whole new world of worms here.
It's Sonoma. It's Sonoma Speedway.
Yeah, exactly right. Oh, and Amanda agrees that I will piss my wife off the fastest this weekend. So.
But how can she say that? You can't like be all right, she's predetermined that she has to get mad at some time.
Does anyone on this podcast question whether that would have happened or not, though? I mean, she doesn't either. The problem is
not
if
at Brandon
they text
and I.
your wives, my wife is going to be like, it's 11:45 at night at their time. I can't believe you're going to wake up all their kids by calling his wife right now. So she's already mad before we can piss your guys' wives off. So like I lose no matter what.
It works.
Right?
It works. That's what makes this relationship work.
It's perfect. Just like when we all go stay at Diver's house. He's guaranteed to lose that week too. Jen, would you and the babies mind staying at a hotel? We're gonna have a little podcast party at the house here. I'm offering to put you in a hotel so that we don't wake you up and make you mad. Like it's a lose-lose, buddy. You're not gonna win that battle.
And I'm just gonna be sitting in the corner, just in a wall, like
with his microphone.
Turning the volume up when he wants to.
Yeah, that's high class right there.
I can do it whenever I want to. Whenever I want to.
Oh
man.
So what time do y'all you leave tomorrow, Brandon?
3:33 p.m.
PM.
Mm-hmm.
You get in at 6, right?
6:04
All right. I'm getting in at like 10
a.m.
PM.
Nice.
Yeah.
So for anybody who doesn't know, this shit show's going to Texas tomorrow.
No shit. And
That's why we're kind of taking it easy tonight.
Yeah.
Is that what we're going to call it?
That's why everybody is bored out of their mind because all of us are just thinking about how much shit we got to do before we leave.
I have it packed.
Oh, I'm getting ready to go down when we're done here and do fucking laundry.
Oh, as you guys understand, I have no laundry.
I was going to say, you got to do it sounds like, because
you should text her and ask if you have clean clothes for the weekend.
I just did. I was like, I think I only have 4 boxers left.
You ain't borrowing my sacks. Ain't happening. They might be brand new. You ain't getting them.
I'll see my sacks this weekend.
I'd love to see him. I would love to see him. Yeah, I mean that's where I'm sitting. I can't lie. So, and Andy, you're gonna get there when?
I should be down there between 5 and 6. I think is kind of the plan. We're leaving at 4:30 and 12.5-hour drive. So, pretty excited about that.
And how many?
Neither is Amanda, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure too.
Are you
I'm figuring about the border of Oklahoma. I'm going to be like, maybe you should drive and I'll sit over here and drink. I got to get my liver ready for the weekend somehow.
Are you a drive straight through type guy, or are you like to make significant? Yeah. And Amanda, I'm assuming, needs to stop from time to time because
her bladder's like a quarter of the size of everyone else I've ever met in the world. She says it's from having kids. I don't know how that shrinks your bladder, but
dude,
I don't even ask.
Jen was pregnant with.
It's not about shrinking the bladder, Andy. It's about the gateway.
She was pregnant with Hudson, and I didn't know what it was like being around a pregnant girl.
On your second child or your first?
First child. First child. So we were driving from Shreveport down to Alabama, and she had to go. And it was, I got when she gets hungry, it's like, all right, you got, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes to go.
You keep missing exits.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we're just going to keep
I didn't see the Culver sign on that one.
I didn't see the Arby's. I'm sorry. So we get, so we, she's like, no, I have to go now. So next exit I pull in and she comes back out. I waited in the car and we're literally backing out of the parking spot. She's like, I got to go again. What?
Did
you just went? Like, you don't know what it's like having a baby in your stomach. I was like, no. I mean, I know what it's like having a big stomach, but not having a baby.
Neither do you. It's your uterus. You'll be fine.
Yeah. So she literally.
That makes the rest of the trip great.
I pulled back in. She goes back to the bathroom, and we double checked before we left, and she was good for another, 20 minutes. Then we had to pull over again. It took us. It was 8-hour drive. It took us 11 hours to get there because we had to stop a million times. Which, hey, God bless her. I couldn't do it. Couldn't carry a baby in my stomach, that's for sure, or deliver it for that matter. So, Andy, I'm sure you couldn't. I mean, you can sit down there and smirk all you want, but I know
just wondering whether you're doing. At this point, I feel like you're probably doing a voice recording that you're texting to her during this. You have your phone recording this shit. I just wanted to throw out how much I love you, Jen.
My phone is buzzed 16 times in the last probably 2.5 minutes, so I'm a little worried now that she's caught on. And
well, let's do a live read.
I'm gonna have to pay. Okay,
let's hear.
Ooh, okay. Let
she
them know
us,
you have 2 piles of dirty clothes on the floor and some folded waiting to be put away. That may or may not be true.
I just realized I can now picture Brandon walking into the house and being like, just throwing his shit everywhere. I ain't even messing with it. I've had a long day. I've been doing laundry all day. Pick that shit up and watch it.
Don't let them think you don't have any clean clothes. She actually sent a video of my closet. I'm not even lying. I'm gonna.
You need to. Come on, let's see it. Show the video.
Why would she take a video of my closet?
She wants everyone to know that you have clean clothes. So you'll be wearing a suit this weekend, huh?
This is unbelievable.
Now, do you have, would you say you have more clothes than Jen?
Oh, I do.
I do.
I have way more clothes than Amanda.
Not only do I have more clothes than Jen, I have more shoes. All right. So
I do too.
Yeah, I have way more shoes too.
I have more shoes than she does.
Are those sports? That's just a whole damn rack of sports jackets. Look at the ties.
Holy moly, I'm glad I don't have to wear those.
Yeah.
Your closet has some of the brightest white lights I've ever seen before.
There you go.
So you have a whole walk-in closet, is what you're saying? Sure.
We have individual closets. It was part of finding a house. So we got spoiled down in Louisiana. They built the houses and they had a separate closet, and that was a thing for me. It had to be a thing. I like my own closet. I like to have my shirts color coordinated. That's just how I do it.
That's how you hang them up.
It is.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, when I do.
On a side note, this is where Amanda is going to be keying in that she's going back to this bullshit that me and you were somehow separated at birth. I promise you. Because all of my clothes have to be coordinated by the stylish shirt. I have my jackets, and then I have all my long sleeves with hoods, and you have collared short sleeves, vests, color coordinated. I mean,
I
boots
have
all go the same way.
Pullovers folded up top.
Mine are below, but yeah, because my top's all boots.
Yeah, I don't have the boot. I don't have the boots that you do. You gonna tell the people about your boots?
I don't think we need to. I think we'll probably show those on Saturday night. That's a reason to tune in on Saturday because I got the baddest ass NASCAR boots y'all ever gonna see. That's all I'm gonna say.
They some kind of special.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna be wearing them Sunday with shorts and a friggin' vest. That's it. I didn't get a mullet wig because we ain't got room in the damn truck to haul it down, but that's it. That's all I'm gonna be wearing. I might even preview that shit on Saturday night when we go live. And y'all, just so you know, Saturday night, this is gonna be a bad show. That's it.
Worse than this one?
It's gonna be one that we have to watch the next day just to see what we said.
Oh,
That's what that show's gonna be like. And at this point, I'm almost debating that Amanda's gonna be right when she tells us you guys shouldn't go live right now. I know we're gonna do it anyway, so make sure you tune in. But I'm right now, Amanda, just so you know, I'm pre-apologizing like I will be on Sunday morning. You were right. We shouldn't have gone live on Saturday night. That's it. Just know that.
Live on Saturday.
Like we should have gone to bed. So that's it.
I'm
I'm telling her
I'm gonna
right
have to
now.
block some people.
Hey, it's race weekend. We're safe, and we have Amanda. Look, she can take care of chickens. She can take care of us. She gives them chickens water every night. She can
just lock us in the coop.
Yeah, no shit. Hey, we got 42 bags of Gardettos, the little bags, the little individuals. I bet you them gone Saturday afternoon.
Explain to me what a Gardetto is. I
don't know what a Gardetto is.
No.
Oh, y'all lives are about to change. We're bringing y'all know Dots Pretzels?
No.
Oh my God, your guys' lives are changing this.
Is that
weekend.
like Auntie Anne's?
We're gonna do a live video when you guys get a sample your first Dots Pretzels and Gardettos. Man, I
like
don't know, they're everywhere. I thought.
No.
No, it's like seasoned, like Gardetto's got rye chips, like I don't know, because now I'm sounding like an idiot. They got pretzels, rye chips, like little mini loaves of bread, some other little mini loaf of bread and shit. I don't know, but they're just seasoned. They're real salty. It's the best drunk food you've ever had. There you go. See, Midwest thing. And then Dots just came out with their Southwest blend. So we got a bag of each of those. Dots Pretzels, a place out of, I think it's the pride of North Dakota. As a matter of fact, I know it is.
So Amanda just said I'm keeping everyone well fed, and also made Scotcheroos.
Y'all don't know what Scotcheroos are?
No.
Oh my shit. We're not even friends. Why do I waste this is a waste of my damn Thursday night. I could be watching the damn election thing.
I don't understand.
I'm on here with two idiots. Both neither had Gardettos, Scotcheroos, or Dots. God dang. Y'all probably casting votes for Biden here shortly, aren't you?
What is
wrong?
It's
American. Y'all ever had a hot dog before? Maybe a brat? Y'all know what Johnsonville is?
Yes.
They're more than just the sponsor of the cornhole championship, which, by the way, we got a badass cornhole game going to be going on, too. So,
what is a Scotcheroo?
What is a Scotcheroo?
Scotcheroo is basically
Amanda
a race.
Says Scotcheroos are an Iowa thing.
Thank you very much, Amanda.
Well, They sell them at Quick Star and Quick Trip, and that's a Wisconsin-based
Is it like a kolache?
No, so it's it's basically like a Rice Krispie treat. So you got all your little Rice Krispie stuff, like you make a Rice Krispie treat, and then there's peanut butter mixed in with that shit, and then peanut butter and chocolate across the top. It's just a whole chocolate layer on top. So it's basically a peanut butter Rice Krispie treat. Y'all know what Rice Krispie treats are, right? Like, don't tell me Rice Krispie. All right. So imagine that cream shit being mixed in with peanut butter and then putting like a 1/4 inch of like just unbelievably good chocolate on top of the shit. They're mind-blowing. I can't believe y'all haven't heard of Scotcheroos. Ray, Google search of Scotcheroo and pull the picture up so people know what we're talking about. I guess for everybody listening on the podcast, pull a picture up so they know what we're talking about. I just had a Brandon moment. Y'all gonna eat well. That's all I can say. When you look at the picture, you're gonna be like, "Oh my God." I can't believe y'all don't know what a Scotcheroo is. Yeah.
They look amazing. I've never heard or seen them before.
Looks like a chocolate-covered Rice Krispie treat.
But
only
you're saying
a peanut butter Rice Krispie treat.
No, it looks delicious. I can't wait to have them.
Rice Krispies with sugar, corn syrup, and peanut butter, and then you spread chocolate on top of them. Now, what are we back to this Fanta shit?
I just saw that why Coca-Cola invented Fanta in Nazi Germany. It was like, what the hell?
You guys need me. I'm outside trying to get hit by lightning.
That's why he's calling it Fanta.
Oh, butterscotch topped with a mix of butterscotch chips.
Butterscotch. I love butterscotch.
Chocolate chips.
Butterscotch is good.
Your life will change. They're not, listen, Scotcheroos are amazing. They're not like Saks amazing, but it's something you're going to want to eat a lot more of. But you only eat it, and it's only good for a few seconds. Then you got to have another one.
I don't know why I want. What good would sacks do me? I'd wear them once and I wouldn't have them clean again for like 3 or 4.
Oh shit! I bet when you get one pair, you're having to do laundry once a day again.
Yeah, I just throw them away and buy a new pair.
So by math, I mean, Brandon, shit, you'd have to have like 24 pair.
That's what I'm saying. You guys had 14 pair, and I was like, ugh, I don't think I could get through my life with 14 pair.
Brandon, I just want to let you know that Daddy is
Daddy's on the show.
He's disappointed in us.
Hey, buddy.
That's you too. Brock's on here saying these boys been living in a cave. See, that's Brock, South Dakota. Pride in North Dakota. I guarantee he's got Dots pretzels somewhere in a cupboard. Wait till y'all have them. You're going to be like, hey, you're going to be calling me like I live in freaking Colorado to send you stuff. I'm going to be like, yeah, I can get you some
Colorado?
Colorado? Or do you call it Colorado?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have to change the topic of this show to a little bit of NASCAR, a little bit of pronunciation. Whole lot of dumbass. What do you get when you mix a little pronunciation with a little NASCAR and a little bit about a boring week? You get 3 dumbasses sitting on a podcast for an hour and a half.
We're going to start with a how do you say segment.
How do you say Fantana?
Fantana. Is that the Santana fan club?
Well,
it's a fun club.
A fun club?
Yeah, you should go back to your story at the beginning and edit it in so that when you're talking about putting up the ceiling fawn, you can put fawn in there.
I'll just do a voiceover. It'll be okay.
Just drop it in. It'll be all good. Oh man.
Well, boys, I think we'll wrap it up for tonight. But I do want to have one more question. This is something that I've kind of it kind of pissed me off a little bit when I saw it. I'll be honest with you. It was announced today that Josh Berry, driver of the number 88 late model stock for Junior Enterprises, will be running 12 races next year for Junior Motorsports. We all know that Mayer.
Hang on just a second. Did you say Junior Enterprises?
Did I say Junior Enterprises?
Somebody check your text messages.
It's Brandon. He's scared.
It's a text from Junior. Thanks for wearing my shirt.
Those
people just ordered one online.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Excuse me.
Junior That's a new segment of Junior Motorsports.
So for anybody who's tuned in for 90 minutes, now you know all of our NASCAR stuff was all made up.
Anyway, so Josh Berry.
Joe Gobbs Racing.
I'm just a fawn. It's okay. So Josh Berry wins. Not only that, he won the late model stock series championship this week. He won that, and it was announced today that he'll be driving 12 races for Junior Motorsports next year in the Xfinity series.
The first half
in the 8 car.
First half of the season, huh?
That's what it looks like.
And Sam Mayer has the second half.
Sam Mayer has the second half. So there's 2 drivers, Daniel Hemrick and Jeb Burton, that are not in the 8 seat. So there's 2 things that bother me personally with this.
Sure.
Because Josh Berry didn't know anything about it until today or yesterday or whenever they recorded DJD.
They recorded Junior Enterprises download.
Yeah. See, I said DJD, asshole, which was correct. But so he didn't know anything about it. So
I don't know what's going on.
So he's not bringing any money to the table. It's not like they've been working on deals with sponsors, right? So it sounds like to me, Junior Motorsports is flipping that ride. Why wouldn't you take it? I mean, why put him? He's ran several races in Xfinity and never really performed well in it. Hell of a short track driver. Not going to take anything away from him. But why are you putting money behind the guy that has been running late model stock. When you got two guys, Hemrick and in Burton, that they know can. Both of them have had great finishes this year when the equipment was there at the end, right? When they didn't get caught up in a wreck or anything. So why can't you put money behind those guys, but you can put money behind this guy who bring, and those two guys bring partners.
Yeah, well, that's a loaded question.
To Brandon.
Yeah. Look, obviously there's a personal side of that. I think at the end of the day, Josh has been the junior motorsports boy for whatever reason. And I don't really know the backstory of that or why that happened. I know he's done well in late model. And, I think maybe to the playing devil's advocate to that, while certainly from a personal side, I wonder, but at the same time, I think, we want to see guys, certainly from the late model standpoint, get an opportunity to move up and show themselves and have that chance. And I think that's a fleeting thing in NASCAR and in, the sport where, it used to be, let's put the best driver in the car, right? And we've got the sponsors, we've got the money, we'll back this thing up. And now it's not about that. And we've talked about that. It's about how much you're bringing and what kind of partners do you have? And you can buy these many seats. And we've seen that obviously in the past. Hopefully that changes. I think the next gen car is aimed to change that and make things a lot cheaper for a crazy expensive sport after a year, after a 2020 that has been extremely difficult in terms of not just NASCAR, but people that are supporting NASCAR and companies that are, looking at their budgets and saying, hey, what kind of money do we have to put towards this and this part of marketing or that part of marketing. And so, I don't know. I don't know what goes into that. I hope he does well because I think he certainly deserves it. I don't know what that means for the rest of the front half of the season, but I hope he does well. Andy, do you have anything to say on the subject?
Yeah, I honestly, I don't have much to say. I really don't. Look, it is what it is. I mean, there's a guy who got a ride in an opportunity, and we don't know everything. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in the silly season that we don't know a lot about. And, listen, here's what it comes down to. Jeb's going to be in the 8 car this weekend, and he's a good friend of all of ours. And quite frankly, I think I know he's going to run up front. And this is one of his last 2 races where he gets a chance to get in the car. It's very apparent he's not getting into that car next year. So this is his chance to go out there and drive the shit out of it. Like, you're not trying to prove anything to Junior anymore. You're not trying to do this. You're not trying to do that. Clear your mind, get in a car and drive. And sometimes I think that can be the best thing is these drivers are drivers. I mean, it's nothing against Jeb. He's a great friend or anything, but he's a driver. I mean, that's what they want to get in a car. They want to be competitive. And in NASCAR today, so many of these guys are pulled out into the business world. And that's what they're thinking about all the time. I mean, when they're in the car, they have 3.5, 4 hours that they're thinking about driving. The rest of the time they're working on business stuff. And if that's what's going to happen with this Barry is he's going to get in the car and not have to worry about it. He just gets to get in and drive. I think hopefully he'll do well. But my opinion of it is it means something different's happening for Jeb. And I'm not against that. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I can say about that shit.
Well, good deal. Well, guys,
where's your White Claw?
Yeah, where's the White Claw?
Hey, are we making picks for Texas Xfinity race since we're going to be live Saturday night?
I mean, Texas is Xfinity race. Yeah, we can pick. You want me to go first?
Well, I guess it does. Are we all picking Jeb?
Yeah, I'm picking the 8 car.
Yeah, I think and I'm not saying that because he's my friend. I'd be the first one. I mean, Briscoe's still going to be good. Cedric's going to be unreal. But Jeb runs well up there.
Yep. All right. What about Sunday?
So Wait a minute. I didn't pick.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
really?
waiting. Let's see what this shocker is.
Tyler's not in the race, so you can't pick him.
He can still go with the 8 just to memories from Tyler last
Oh,
year.
yeah,
He was
he's
in the 2 last
21. The 21, Andy.
year.
Look, I like the 8. I also like the 98. I think he's on a high. But look, I think Jeb's going to run well. So
you're the only one of
So
3. that
you
didn't
make
pick
a pick.
Yeah, you taking the
eight.
98 or the 8?
I think the 8.
You taking the 8?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was going to take and cut that video and send it right to Jeb.
Yeah, I would just cut that. I'd cut it right there and just send it to 98.
I'm gonna take the
98's
8.
on a high. He's going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll send it to Jeb right now. Hey, Jeb, watch the last minute and a half. Are we picking Sunday, or are we going to try to pick Sunday, Saturday night when we can't think?
I think that's a terrible idea. Let's pick it now.
That's a great idea. I think we need to pick Sunday, Saturday night.
I think we pick it now, and then if we want, we can change our mind, and that really gives us a topic for the entire show.
Yeah,
we'll
there
be
you go.
drunk enough to make that last.
Oh, well, first off, we need to make sure we do this. Amanda, remind us to change our picks if we want to Saturday night.
Correct.
Yeah,
And will you please write down what we say tonight?
Who?
Well, we can rewatch tonight.
Yeah, we
We're
can
gonna have to
rewatch
write it down
Oh,
for
that's
Sunday
true.
morning.
Okay.
We'll have to
I mean,
write it down.
you get on us all the time because we can't remember who we picked a week ago, and you're telling me you can't 3 days, 2
Exactly.
days.
Sorry, I was just trying.
He's just
Don't
trying to
take notes.
So
Just asking somebody else for
first
his
pick?
notes.
We didn't start keeping track of anything this year. We will next year if we're still doing this.
Yeah, that's
but-
fine. No, we'll keep track next year, and then we'll put up the points next year on what who's what, kind of like they do in College Game Day.
I don't watch College Game Day, so I
Can we
don't
hold
know.
up funny signs? That's the only reason anybody watches that.
Yeah.
Ever since Samantha Ponder left, nobody cares.
Did she leave?
Yeah, for College Game Day.
It
Only
sounds
3
like
years
Brandon
ago.
watches it a lot too.
Yeah, it's his favorite show. Haven't missed a Saturday in 2 years.
You got.
He probably
I
only watches when they do it from Vatek, which is never.
To please
Or-
don't say Vatek.
or
do you want me, Virginia
War Tide.
What's
Say
their logo
Virginia.
say?
Huh?
Oh, you're a Virginia guy?
He's
Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech or War Tide. That one.
Yeah,
All right.
nobody cares. Who you picking?
Who am I picking for Texas?
Texas.
No, pick freaking Martinsville.
All
Texas.
right, Texas. I like Kevin Harvick.
No shit.
He won it last year. He's going to fall on his face. He's already in points.
Okay.
I hope. Who got Ray Ray?
Let me surprise you because the guy that ran second was Denny Hamlin.
Really?
Yep.
So you're going to pick Hamlin?
Yeah.
Your turn.
Hey, you guys took 2 of the shockers off the table.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Like you wouldn't have took one of the 2 had we not.
I wouldn't. I'm
Who
sticking
would-
with the pick I made last week because I got $50 on it because I got to win that $50 for the end of the season. But I think Kyle Busch wins Texas.
Oh yeah. Never mind. You're good. Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys can talk your shit. He's going to win a race. The guy's
I'm
motivated.
taking that
beyond
bet
belief.
all day long. $50.
Well,
For the
now,
end of the year. We got
Because he
3
was
more
running-
races.
he was running his ass off in Kansas, right?
Yeah.
And he blew a motor. Which when's the
That
last
was
time?
Kurt Busch. That was Kurt Busch. But
Oh,
that's
you
okay.
were Kurt Kyle.
Yeah. That's okay.
What did we have? Didn't we have a Kurt? I thought it was Kurt. That you said
Well, we had a bet on Kurt Busch on whether or not he would make the Final Four. And then I have the first real money bet was me saying that Kyle will win a race this year. And Brandon said, I'll put $50 on that.
Oh, okay.
Now, if I would have said it at the beginning of the year, he'd have cowered in a corner.
You bet I
Like it was
would have.
nothing.
You bet I would.
Yeah.
He's still going to win a race.
Okay, we'll find out.
He wins this weekend.
No chance.
We'll find
No
out.
chance.
That I'm not going to say no chance.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was going to say, the only way there's no chance is if he don't make it to the track because
I
it
was
is Kyle Busch getting a race car. You could put his ass in the
It's
32
2020.
and there'd be people nervous about it.
Yeah.
32 is only running a part-time schedule, by the way.
Next year.
Next year. Next year.
But yeah,
So good deal,
All
guys.
right, let's go to bed. I got to drive for 12 and a half hours tomorrow. Y'all, we're going to get shitty in Texas. That's it. These boys going to eat Dots pretzels. They're going to eat Gardettos and Scotcheroos, and I'm going to get them drunk.
It sounds like it's going to get shitty with all that.
Ooh. It'll plug you right up. We're going to have to hit Whataburger and some Taco Bell. Fix that up.
Ooh, what a
I
burger.
don't need to take an Imodium tonight. Is that what you're saying?
The good news is that the several handles of Tito's will help keep your system flowing properly.
When I land Friday, I'm gonna call the Uber and I'm gonna stop at Whataburger, and then I'll be at the.
Bring a bunch, because you're gonna land at 10:30. Amanda's gonna be in bed. Me and Brandon probably gonna be drunk. And I can't think. The race ain't till 3:30 or some shit like that. I don't need to be. I don't even need to be in top performance to play freaking bags. I know it's a national sport now, or cornhole, whatever you want to call it. I can do that with a hangover while drinking.
Competitive sport.
Very competitive.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, thank y'all for joining us again this week. We're looking forward to the weekend in Texas. Hope you are. Stay tuned. You'll probably see us just pop up live occasionally, but we're planning on going live on Saturday night. No specific time. We may put something up saying what time we will go live, but right now it just might pop up. So like it, hit the notification so you know when we go live, and we'll see you next time.
See y'all.
Good night.